I just want to come to you and kind of introduce myself. I'm Samantha. I am a female truck driver who loves makeup and beauty, the like whole beauty everything. And so I will be starting this channel. I want to share this journey with you of being a female truck driver and like living and doing things on the road, and like a balance between home time and road time. Like what a truck driver in my situation goes through on a day-to-day basis, and just kind of share it with you. A little bit about me. I'm in my late 20s. I don't have children. It's just me. I have a dog named Scamp, my little baby. Unfortunately, he cannot ride with me, so he is staying with friends of the family at this time. I started truck driving less than a year ago. I was working in the sheriff's department at a very well-known sheriff's department, very big agency, very popular, so I won't tell what agency that is. But before that, I was working in the prison system, Georgia Department of Corrections, and I left there because it was a good job, it was a decent job, but it was really no money in it for what you risk your life for every single day, like day in and day out and day in and day out. You would go to work, and honestly, you want to leave work the same way that you walked in. Like walking in, you want to walk out, and it was such a high chance that honestly you wouldn't walk out, or you wouldn't walk out the same, or you could have been stabbed while you were there. It was dangerous. Like I never really had that fear working there when I was there, but that fear does really exist in a prison system. Shanks were real and they were everywhere, but it's just a part of that lifestyle. So I left there seeking a career change, a better opportunity for myself, and I went to a red light. So I went to red light over. 1 second. Left hand turn. Traffic. I went to that sheriff's department. Had to make my left. I went to that sheriff's department, and I worked at sheriff's department for 2.5 years, and I honestly thought it was like really sucky, because like when I went there, they told me that if you put in your time, you work hard, you do what you need to do, and you are here for a year, then you can put in your letter of interest and you can go to a department of your choice. Well, I did that. I came to work every single day. I think I never took vacation time. If I wanted to take a day off, I would swap shifts with someone so that they didn't have to worry about getting someone in to come in overtime to replace my schedule. So I would try to help out with that as much as I possibly could. So I did my share. I did my portion and more. Ooh, that's good. Monster. I went on my off days. I worked overtime. I worked wherever they need me to work. I worked different areas. I became pretty versatile in that place. Like, it wasn't too much you couldn't actually do. If the supervisor wasn't there, I could do the supervisor's job, and I was just really miserable. But the place started just stressing me. Like, the job started stressing me. I would leave work in hives, literally covered in hives from stress. Like, the doctor couldn't figure it out. No one could figure out what it was, but it was just stress. Like, I would just break out and start itching and rashes. I would shower, I would scrub it, I would lotion it. Nothing would soothe it. It was just stress. I started losing my hair more and more and more. Like, it was just really bad, really bad. And so one day I wanted to drive trucks years ago, but I couldn't do it because when I was younger, I got into an accident where I hit someone in the back. at a red light. It was horrible, like really petty. I barely tapped them, barely. I was just in my own mind one day, and I saw the light turn green in my peripheral vision, and before the car in front of me moved, I moved. And I mean, it was just a lot going on with me that day. I didn't have my cell phone. I hadn't seen left my cell phone at home. I was wanting to meet some potential roommates. It was just a bad day. I actually missed our meet and greet dinner. And I got in a wreck, and it wasn't bad. Like I said, like, there was no damage to my car. She had a scratch on her car, but it just happened to be that the lady I hit was the judge's wife. So I had a fallen too close to my record. It took 5 years to fall off, and when it fell off again, I tried to pursue getting my CDLs, and I was to the point where, like, I went to the DMV and I got my booklet, and I studied and I studied and I studied, and I made a plan. I sat down, I made a plan. I sketched out how many days I was going to work overtime, what days I was going to work overtime, where I was going to work at, how much money I was going to put back and save. Like, I made a legitimate plan, and I was like, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to get my CDLs, I'm going to go to truck driving school, and I'm going to leave this place, and I'm not going to tell nobody about it. And that's what I did, for the most part. A few of my friends, like one of my friends from that place I used to work at, knew about it. Only one. And she helped me study. I was getting frustrated with the job, and when we went on vacation, she and I actually, me, her, and another coworker, we actually went to the Bahamas together, and I was like, I'm leaving this job. Like, I'm not spending no money in the Bahamas. I am quitting my job. Like, next week, y'all don't understand, I'm quitting my job. Like, I'm quitting my job. I'm not drinking no extra drinks. I'm not spending no money out here. I'm quitting my job next week. But I kept going to the DMV, and like, I had contacted a company. A lot of companies, you guys, will pay for you to go to school to get your CDLs for free. Okay, for free. Let me say that again. A lot of companies out there will pay for you to go to get your CDLs to go to truck driving school for free. You don't have to do anything but exchange work for them. And there are ways around that too. They're going to push you on a contract, right? That contract is basically going to say you work for us for a certain amount of time, maybe a year, maybe 2 years, whatever. And in exchange, we're going to pay for your tuition. But you can take another company who will probably pay you more. Read your contract before you sign that contract. Like, don't sign your life away to a company for a year, because there are other companies who will pay your tuition back for you while you work for them. Yes, they will pay your tuition back for you. Every month, they will send a check into the company that you got your CDLs through, like whoever paid for it, on your behalf, as long as you're driving for them. So that's honestly what I did. I found a company who would send me to school, and I took my little Georgia girl tail up to Tennessee for 3 weeks, and I went to truck driving school. They put me in a hotel for 3 weeks, and I stayed in that hotel for 3 weeks. But guess what? My class, it wasn't easy. It was not easy. I really worked for it. Like, the first week was a complete waste of time, because the first week all you did was you talked about your permit, and people who didn't have the permit, they try to get them to get their permit that week. So because I already had my permit coming from a different state, that week was pointless to me. So I had 9 days to learn how to back that truck up into all these different maneuvers and drive it forward. And those trucks, you guys, were raggedy. I mean, we had raggedy trucks in our truck driving school, but it got the job done, and it made me appreciate a good truck. Like, I think one truck, they burned the clutch out on the practice pad. Yeah, they were raggedy. I didn't leave in those 3 weeks. When it came time for my test, I didn't feel comfortable about the alley top. And we had to back different trucks. Like, one day they'll have you in a day cab, one day they have you in a sleeper cab. But it's different. Like, just fresh out learning is different. I did not know that. Now I can do it either day cab or sleeper cab, but you know, because now I know what to look for and what I'm watching. So now it's not that big a deal. But then it was. So I'm on a real curvy road. So I stayed in truck driving school for additional 2 weeks. I went to my instructors and I told them, I am not ready for this test. I am not about to go out here and fail. Failure for me is not an option. See, here's the thing about it. I was so determined. I literally, when I quit my job and went to truck driving school, I literally packed everything up and there was no turning back for me. I sold all my furniture or either gave it away. I subleased my apartment and I moved what little bit of things I did keep into storage. And it's to the point where like, I gotta get a storage big enough so if something ever happened and I need to sleep here, I could. And that's what I did. Now granted, I never had to sleep in my storage, but I always kept it in the back of my mind, like if I need be, hey, I could. But I am fortunate and blessed enough that enough people love me that that was never an issue. So thank God for that. I just stay with a friend or a loved one. But I went to Tennessee and I wound up staying there. I stayed in school for 5 weeks. Now I had that 1 week that was nothing for me. I had those 2 weeks with my original class, who a lot of them failed and had to repeat. And I chose not to even go on that far. I chose to like stay back an additional weekend and learn how to do the backing. And I actually, when I told them I wanted to stay back an additional week and learn how to do the backing, they made me go back 2 weeks and go back to the beginning of backing. They're like, if you want to work on backing, this is where you got to go. So you got to go back here and start here. I'm like, okay, well then that's what I had to do. So I was pushed back 2 weeks. And then that class I was pushed back with had 26 people. 26 people in that class, and there was only 2 trucks. So you do the math. You might have gotten into the truck for 10 minutes in the morning and 10 minutes in the evening, and that was it. That was all the time you got. So you really had to like pay attention. You get 20 minutes all day long to learn how to do what you got to do in this truck, and that's it. So it wasn't easy. So then it came to time to like, I got the backing, and then I was like, oh, okay, cool. I get it now. Like I get it. I didn't get it until we got away from the test pad from what they had set up for us to do all the time, because there was so many people. One of the instructors went and drew. He just made up a pad, just made something up and made like a parking spot with chalk, just drawing it on the ground like, I want you to put the truck from there to here. And that's how I learned. That's exactly how I learned, from him saying, okay, I want you to move that truck from where it is right now to right here. Don't look at no cones, don't look at no cheat marks, don't like, you just figure out how to do it. And that's how I learned how to back. That's how I learned how to alley dog. So that was very helpful to me. That's when like all my anxiety and fear about it left. And so I figured like if I could do it there with nothing, like no guidelines, nobody telling me when the engine trailer gets here or when the shotgun gets here, you know, crazy setup schemes and such, then that's when, oh, okay, I got it. And it wasn't a big deal. So I started doing it every time. So then I got that, and then it came time for me to learn how to drive the truck forward on the road. Okay, listen, with that many people, 26 people in your class, you didn't get no drive time. And I never really got drive time. Like, I just didn't. I had to learn how to shift, upshift and downshift. And there were 2 instructors, and one was from the area, so he knew all the crazy back road places to take you on so you could learn how to just drive. And there was one who was like 20 years in the truck driving game, and he was like, he was good at working with you. Like, okay, you need a shift, this is what you do. You need an upshift, this is what you do. You need a downshift, this is what you do. It wasn't difficult at all. It took repetition. And I mean, eventually you get it, but I didn't have the time to eventually get it. I had to get it right then. So I got it, and I got it enough to, like, when I passed, like, I took my test, to drive, like, to actually get my license. I failed the first time at one point. You know why I failed? Not because I wasn't driving, not because I wasn't backing my pre-trip, none of that. Like, I flew straight through my pre-trip. My examiner actually had to tell me, he said, now listen, if I tell you one more time, it's only Form B. Like, I was naming every single part of the truck. I was determined that man was going to get a full pre-trip, because I had studied the full pre-trip, and that's what he was going to get. But he's like, if I tell you one more time, it's only a Form B, not all the other mess. He cussed at me. He said something else. He wasn't mess, but he said on the other stuff. Then I'm going to just disqualify you. So I quickly shut up and gave him only the form he asked for and nothing more. Then after that, I did my backing maneuvers, and I did excellent on that. So he said, go get your wallet, your purse. We're going for a ride. And dog it, that's what we did. And I did great. Honestly, I did great. Why I failed is because at every single intersection, I never physically said or did checking this intersection before, during, and after. And you have to, like, turn your head like that. You have to turn your head side to side. And I can only do this because I'm in an intersection. That's the only reason I did that. But that caused me to fail, because every single time you have to do it. Before you enter the intersection, while you're in the intersection, and after you go through the intersection. You had to say that. We went through 17 intersections. 17. And I never said it. Not once. So we went through 17 intersections, and I never said it not once. But yet I failed by 1 point. Y'all, I was doing damn good. Like, pretty damn good. So I retested, and believe it or not, I still got to say that mess. I said it like the last 4 or 5. And that was it. When that was last 4 or 5, it got me to where I passed. He told me, he said, listen, I'm gonna tell you, lady, if you don't let her shift them gears a little smooth, it's not gonna push you out of their truck. And I had never driven before, y'all. I never driven before. I've never even been inside of 18 wheeler before I decided I was gonna go pack my stuff and get moved in one. But I did learn how to shift smoothly. It just took me a little, more time to get me then. Like, drive time on the road with being some people in my class, I didn't get drive time on the road. I didn't get none, really. I drove one time, and that was it. One time. But I wanted it so bad. I wanted it so bad that when I left at night, it's like I would go back to the hotel, and I would sit there with a plunger, which I attached a light switch to for the splinter, and 2 rolls of tissue that I would put up under my feet. One was the gas and one was the clutch. The brake didn't matter, of course. And I sit there and I practice up shifting and down shifting. I would let someone call gears to me. I'm like, they would tell me go from 2 to 4, or from 3rd gear to 6th gear, go to 9th gear to 6th gear. Like, they would just call different gears to me, and I would just, shift, like, get the coordination, like, okay, throttle, clutch, and I would just shift. So I started out after that. After I went to truck driving school, I went to Snyder, and I drove for Snyder for 5 months, and I love Snyder. I love Snyder because, honestly, they didn't keep me rolling. They did not. I was not moving much of any. And my load planner, my DVO, they knew it. I wasn't even get the average amount of miles for the account that I was on. And I had a dedicated account. I was supposed to be home every Saturday, all Sunday, and leave out on Monday. They did not. I was getting like 300 miles, 400 miles. Y'all, I didn't get 600 miles. I didn't make it to the 600 mile club until my last load after I told him I was quitting. After I told him I was quitting, when I made it to 600 miles. Pretty bad, in my opinion. Pretty bad. So I left that company and I took me a little time off, like a little mini vacation, and I came to the company I'm currently at now, which I'm not going to tell that company, only because I'm just not going to tell it now. I'll probably tell it later, but I'm not going to tell it now. So yeah, but I've been here for a few months and I absolutely love it. Unfortunately, they have automatics. That sucks. But they're really nice trucks. I think I just really and truly joined the truck driving industry too late to be hitting gears, because everyone is going to automatics. There's no way around it. I mean, they have proven them safer. They deem them safer for the road and for fuel mileage and such. So there's no way around it. It's automatics. Just is how it is. So I'm doing that now. So that's just a little of my background on how I got into truck driving, where I came from. I absolutely love this. I feel like I should have done this years ago. I really should have, but life is what it is. It is what you make it, and it's choices you make in it. I could not have started driving trucks any sooner than I did. Just the way my life was. That's just how that is. But I want to do this to encourage every woman who is interested, any woman who is interested, of finding a way for yourself, getting out there and doing something for yourself, making your own money, and then being able to have a life that is suitable for whatever you want to do with it. If you want to travel, for me, I wanted to travel. I want to just see different places. I'm a little country girl from Vidalia, Georgia, small town, where our Walmart is the mall. Small town where I have to buy my makeup online because we don't have a Sephora or Ulta. Where the closest Sephora is an hour and a half one way or the other. Well, the closest Ulta is an hour away. Small town girl. Mac, oh my goodness. I don't even know what the closest Mac store is. An hour and a half. Savannah. And the mall. So, small town girl, just wanted to do something for myself that I can have something to fall back on, something for my kids and my grandkids one day when God bless me with those young people in my life. I want to be able to set something up for them, and I feel that this is the way I can do this. So yeah, so I just wanted to kind of stand in and encourage women everywhere. A lot of women come to me and ask me how did you do it, or why are you doing it, or how did you get started, what made you do it. So this would be, this is just my story. There are lots of women out here doing this. This is just my story. Now, as far as makeup, I absolutely love makeup. I do. Before I started in corrections, I went to beauty school and I got my license in cosmetology. Speed trap right here. And I got my license because I wanted to do makeup. I wanted to be a makeup artist. But I didn't really know how to pursue that. I didn't really know how to go about it. I didn't really know, how to do it. So I got my license, and I didn't really do anything with it. I was a student in the salon, but the salon got no business. So I was working 3 jobs. I worked as a bartender to put myself through beauty school. And so I was still bartending, and I was also working at Waffle House and at the salon. So yeah, I had 3 jobs. Hustler, legal hustler, that's me. And I just let it all go in order to get a job where I'm not answering that phone call. I'm gonna get a job where I can have enough, income to support myself without having to work countless amount of jobs. So, that's kind of what I did. Ignore. Sorry, that's my phone ringing. That's what I did. Than that for myself. Like, I should give myself better than what I did. And so I said I was going to. So I started back dibbling-dabbling in makeup. And so this will be my journey with you guys of like how I live on this road and doing my, makeup, day-to-day stuff I go through. So the journey of a truck driver. Granted, the company I'm with now has like really good, decent home time. So I'm not like over the road, like 7 or 8 states away from home. I'm home maybe 2 or 3 times a week. But let me explain that home 2 or 3 times a week. Although I'm home 2 to 3 times a week, and 2 most times, it's not like I just chill at the house. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll do like my 10-hour break at home, and I'll do my 34 at home. That's about it. That's how my home time kind of equals with me. Other than that, I'm on the road, honey. I'm going. So, right now, with me being new to this company, I do what we call slip seating. I never get the same truck each time. So I have to load in and load out every time I get into the truck. So, this will just be like the journey of the truck. So I hope you enjoy. This is my story. Any questions, concerns, comments, just put them below in the box, and I will get back to you with the answers. I hope you enjoy, and I hope you, take this journey along with me. All right? Love y'all. Be blessed.